difference between doing something illegal and getting caught doing something illegal.
Yes, I know. And a lot of times, that difference is a good lawyer. Frankly, the fact that you and Diane have managed to keep Sonny from being brought up on RICO charges is one of the many reasons why I admire this firm.
You know, I've met your father. And my first impression of him was that he was charming and intelligent and completely ruthless.
That sounds pretty accurate.
You didn't disclose your relationship on purpose.
You're right. But I thought you of all people would understand.
Why is that?
Before I applied here, I did my research. You're Cassadine, but you don't use their name. You've distanced yourself from your problematic family and their dark international reputation. I'm guessing you do that so that you are judged on your own merits. And that's what I really wanted to.
We both come from problematic families, so I understand your desire to have your own life separate from your father. However, in this case, he's not just your father. He's also your client.
He's one of many.
True. Although Diane and I prefer not to hire individuals whose clients want to kill our clients. It's just not good for business.
The optics aren't ideal either. But let me be clear. I represent the North American interests of JS & Associates, which is my father's firm. But my father has never involved me in any criminal enterprise. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'll distance myself from him, even if that means I lose this job. I love my father. I just hope that you'll judge me on my own merits and no one else's.
No. Too well. How awful it is to feel like you have to pay for the sins of a family that you didn't choose. My family did horrible things that I had no part of, and yet I'm still associated with them.
I knew we had a lot in common.
Well, that remains to be seen. What we do have in common is our family backgrounds. So I hope that you'll listen to me when I say this to you. Walking the fine line between legality and family can be trickier than you think. And at some point, you are going to have to choose between the life that you made for yourself and working for your father.
Question is, should that day ever come, will I be working for your firm?
I'm going to have to talk it over with Diane. And do know that we will be doing an extensive background check on you.
Knock yourself out.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So Marco's getting it from everybody. So this time it was Alexis's turn. So it's been putting, Lucas in some bad spots, because he's a love interest for Marco right now. And, like I said, it's been putting him in some bad spots. So it's been a little weird, and how they've been discussing things with this matter. And so basically Alexis confronted Marco because, she also learned that his father Sidwell, and none of them really trust Sidwell right now. And they're wondering, Marco's motives, really Diane's the only one that really hasn't really confronted him about the Sidwell situation. But she does, she's not blind to it. She knows that this could be something that's risky for her to have him in the office working with them. And I kind of knew it'd be something that'll, backfire with that. I do wonder if he's still going to be able to work in the office or not, because, Alexis was confronting him because she felt like he was hiding the truth about his father, trying to lead that out so that it wouldn't be something that discounts him towards, getting the spot in the office or whatever. So, and then they ended up talking about the Cassadine family, and, Marco somehow knew about the Cassadine family, which was interesting. And he brought that up. And he was like, look, Marcos was trying to tell Alexis, look, I've been trying to distance myself away from the family for a while now. And I know you've done the same with the Cassadine family, and stuff like that. And you should understand, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and, allow me to, do what I need to do. And so I like that. I really do. I really do like that. Maybe this could be something that Alexis and him could maybe work on together, and maybe it could help, Marco and Alexis see eye to eye in the future, because they do have that. They do have that in common, though. You know, they got families that they're not proud of, and it's stuff that can ruin their reputation. But I just don't see the fit for Marco working with Diane or Alexis. I just think because both of them are too close to Sonny and Jason, I just don't think it's going to be a good situation. So we'll see how it goes. I do not expect Marco to work with him, but we'll see what type of wrinkle they throw, because they already threw a wrinkle in the whole Christina thing. So, you know, you never know how this is going to go, man. But go ahead and give me your thoughts, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one. After News to like.